Hey, you weird boy. Ain't you the queer from Empire? Yeah, come over here. We're gonna whoop your ass. Yeah, get him. This is MAGA land. MAGA country. Where's the bleach? You got the rope? You know what? Forget it. Let's just go home. How's it going, folks? This is Aviel Leals from the Children's Court coming to you live from Mission Control Studios, and we gotta go at Jussie Smollett one more time. I know I said inside my last video that it was probably gonna be my last one about him, but I did put a disclaimer in there saying that if something big happened, I would revisit him again. So this is, big enough. As far as big as you can get with this story at this point in the story. We have news out of CBS Chicago. They have sources that Jussie paid the two Nigerian brothers, Abel and Ol. I don't know their last names, but he paid them $4,000. I don't know if it was $4,000 a piece or $4,000 together, but allegedly he gave them $3,500 up front to stage the attack, and then promised them $500 extra upon returning from Nigeria. So Jussie's really throwing the racks out at these guys and putting the money in to make this film a reality. The police brought these two into custody when they were entering back into the country, and right now inside America, these police probably brought these guys inside a dark room, put a lamp over them, and said, Donald Trump's the president right now. We just started a state of emergency. If you guys don't want to be back in the jungle by 12 o'clock tonight, you better get talking. And, these guys probably asked for some cigarettes, some coffee, and a notepad, and just sung like birds. So we have the information that from the news source through CBS Chicago that they were paid this amount of money by Jussie. They also say that they know him well, they're friends, they go to the gym together, they worked on the set of Empire together. Of course, we already know that, but even more than that, he allegedly gave them the money to go get the rope, and they still have the receipt for the rope. This is amazing. I mean, it can't get more entertaining than this, and it can't get much worse for old Jussie boy if this news is true, because they are singing, they're giving all of the details. And the police in Chicago, the CPD, they haven't confirmed any of this information, but they have made a statement saying that the direction of this case has taken a new direction. And if you use any of the brain cells in your head, then you can put together that means that this is no longer an investigation of a hate crime. It's an investigation of a fraud, a staging a hate crime, and and a crime in itself for using for reporting a false crime. So yeah, Jussie has got some trouble ahead of him if these news sources are accurate. Now, on the other side of this, I wanted to say that I don't believe this was done because Jussie feared for his job. I don't believe that one bit. This is totally a Democrat hit job. Donald Trump's approval rating has surged to 52%. Now, if you're conservative in any form of the word, then you don't even trust the polls very much, if at all. But if the polls, and this is Rasmussen, the one that predicted the actual election, that the presidential election that we just passed, they predicted accurately that he would be the president, and now the polls that they're putting out show that Donald Trump is at a 52% approval rating. This means that more than half of the country is behind this guy. That includes black people. So I think this was in part a hit job on the president to deal a major blow to his reputation, because he's getting way too popular. People are starting to not listen to the the propaganda of hate and racism, and they're starting to see what he's doing. And I think they're starting to get behind him, especially after that last State of the Union, when he even got, the white coats, the Democrat white coats, to jump up and go crazy over his words. So I'm of the belief in totality that this was a Democrat hit job. There's so many different connections that we can connect to this when dealing with Donald Trump and the Democratic Party, from Kamala Harris to Hillary to anybody that's using race and things of that nature, hate, to battle him. It's a no-brainer. I don't want to stick on that. I do want to say that this is going to boost Donald Trump's support even more from the black community. Not everybody, but he's going to get sympathy from people that are tired of watching or tired of listening to the repeated hit you on your face. He's racist. He grabbed you by the pussy. He's a misogynist. He's a xenophobe. He's gonna destroy everything. And he's just making the country better while all of that's happening, and we're witnessing it. So I think it's going to get some black people to snap out of it and say, wait a minute. They tried to set him up. This wasn't Donald Trump. This was a organized hit job on him. And it's going to bring some people over. It might take a little conversation, or it might take a little research on those people's part, but it's going to open some minds. So it's going to have the opposite effect that Jussie and his co-conspirators wanted. So I thought that was something that we should take notice of, or because I totally see it happening. This blew up in Jussie's face. He should have enlisted some more loyal people to do this job with him. He totally messed it up. So with all that being said, I don't want to keep rambling about it. I just wanted to report on it and give you guys my views on the situation and what I thought. But I have to say this because it just feels like a perfect fit for this situation that Jussie is in. This is definitely the fall of an empire. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.